least 1 hour and 15 minutes, then it's better that you sit in a chair or somewhere that is comfortable. The You'll be least disturbed, and also have a slight space amongst you, so that if you do have to move around, then we're not actually touching someone else next to us, because it is maybe that our focus is so delicate. By slight movement could actually cause us to disturb or lose our focus. So I think, inshallah, once we start, also I would request maybe that maybe not to go out to the room or come in. If you have to, then it's very, very discreetly, without making at least noise as possible. Sometimes what happens is we don't realize we sat here, we're moving our jacket and thinking we have coins and things, and it's making a noise, and we're doing this. But we're not realizing that a person next to me might be disturbed as a result. Like the noise you can see from the fan. Suddenly, if that goes off, then someone will be disturbed as well. We want to minimize all the distraction, inshallah. So, inshallah, now everyone, please close your eyes. And before anything, I want you to simply just relax. Nothing's going to happen here. Nothing to worry about. Whatever you left at home, that will be there as it is. You just stay here and relax. Now, even try to slow down your breathing, like as you're breathing in and out, naturally as you're doing, try to reduce that. And one thing is very clear, that we want to reduce as much much activity that we do, we want to reduce it as much as possible, to the point where we want to reduce the activity in our mind. Yes, let it flow. Don't try to control the thinking or thoughts. Let it just carry on, but you try to remain calm. Now, and if you're leaving the room, then you used to stay out, or if you're staying in, because every time you open the door, it disturbs others. If you want to go out, then maybe go now, because then you're going to disturb others as well, middle of the way. So this is very important, that you want to now minimize distraction externally. Minimize distraction, in terms of our movements, so there's no feeling pain. And now slowly you work in a way that you're minimizing your distraction in your mind, to the point I would say that feel as though there's no strings attached. Don't have an expectation of what's going to happen. Am I going to achieve something? It doesn't matter if you're not. It's a practice we're doing. So even remove those expectations from the mind now. Because remember, we're relying on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're not relying on me, I'm not relying on you, we're not relying on our own self. We're relying on who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just let it be. Be in the calm presence. You reducing as much activity as possible, even to the activities of the mind. And one of the best way to do that is to have focus on one thing. So now, focus on that. Allah is with me, Allah is seeing me, Allah is hearing me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس Inshallah, remain still as possible. And now also think that I'm here to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has given me so much capability and ability. But in reality, I am not fulfilling the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which is upon me. In fact, I'm not even fulfilling the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which is within my power and my control. I'm failing in this. So we're showing our helplessness and we are being humbled in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with depths of our heart, asking for forgiveness and showing our humbleness to Him. remember the secret here is just to follow and do the instruction which is given. Nothing else matters. Now, inshallah, turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again. And we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessings in my life, especially the blessings of Iman, blessings of peace, security, intellect, health. Really thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessings. Again, Allah is with me, Allah is seeing me, Allah is hearing me. And asks, plead to Allah, to Allah, I do not rely on my ability, nor I have any ability in reality. I only rely on you, O Allah. I rely on you to reach you, to achieve your pleasure, and to take us to you. O Allah, you take us to you. We're completely helpless. Try to remain still and calm without even moving a muscle if you don't have to. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Astaghfirullah wa atubu ilayk. أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الحي القيوم وأتوب إليك أستغفر الله وأتوب إليك أستغفر الله وأتوب إليك اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى وأصحابه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. السلام عليك أيها النبي، السلام عليك أيها النبي، السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله، لا 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 حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا إله إلا الله، 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 محمد رسول الله. The beautiful name of Allah in white in color, shining above the masjid, and the light from the name of Allah is flowing down as we breathe in very slowly with our nose. Take a deep breath in, and light is coming down and is penetrating through my head and is flowing all the way down inside my body as we breathe in. Then slowly with our mouth breathe out, and this white light is cleaning everything inside of us, any worries, any thoughts, any darknesses, any sins, and then it's leaving from our mouth as we breathe out with our mouth, and as though you're passing it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all this dirt and filth and worry and concern. Let Allah deal with it. Just simply follow the instruction as mentioned. Completely become still and follow this with a deep breath in, deep breath out. With each breath, we're getting more calmer and calmer. Everything's getting more still. Only thing that matters now is the name of Allah above me and how lucky I am. and the light is flowing. And we breathe in and breathe out. Just relax as you breathe in. Feel yourself at ease and at peace. And under the name of Allah, and as though the whole world is paused and is stopped. Only me, under the name of Allah, and the light is flowing as we breathe in through all of our internal self, and breathe out, the light is leaving from our mouths. Now we feel the presence of Allah. Allah is with me. He is my closest friend. Allah is seeing me. Allah is hearing me. And the beautiful name of Allah, it is red in color. As we breathe in with our nose, the light is coming down, the red light, and is entering through my nose, and then is flowing down internally. And it is entering through the red latifa, red spiritual center below my navel, below the belly button. And as I breathe out with my mouth, the red light is cleaning it and is leaving, exiting from the back at the same level. The beautiful name of Allah in the sky has become very beautiful orange in color. The name of Allah is an orange color. As we breathe in, the orange light is coming down and is entering through my nose. And is flowing down, and is orange light is entering through the orange latifa placed in my belly button navel area. And as we breathe out with the mouth, the orange light leaves from the back. So only thing you're focusing on is this. Nothing else matters, because we are now remembering Allah as though we have reached our purpose. Bismillah. Again, refresh. Allah is with me. Allah is seeing me. Allah is hearing me. Such an intimate and close relationship with Allah. It's as though I feel even everything else has stopped. Only the name of Allah is very beautifully shining in yellow color now. And I'm breathing in very slowly with my nose. Yellow light is coming down and is entering through my nose. Then it's flowing down and is entering where the yellow latifa is, yellow spiritual center in the stomach area, above the navel. Then we breathe out with our mouth, and the light is leaving from the back at the same level. Bismillah. is with me. Allah is seeing me. Allah is hearing me. The beautiful name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in green in color. We breathe in with our nose. The green light is coming down and is entering through my nose. Then is flowing down and entering through the green latifa situated in the chest area. As we breathe out with our mouth, the green light leaves from the back at the same level. So name of Allah green, breathing in green light, latifa in the chest, green latifa. Bismillah. Allah is with me. Allah is seeing me. Allah is hearing me. The beautiful name of Allah in the sky has become light blue in color. And as we breathe in, the light blue it comes down and enters through our nose, and it flows down and enters through our throat where the light blue latifa is. And then as we breathe out, the light leaves from the back of the neck. Bismillah. Allah is with me. He's very close to me now. Allah can see me. What other intimate relationship do I need? Allah is seeing me. He is with me. He hears me. And the beautiful name of Allah in the sky has become dark blue in color. As we breathe in with our nose, the dark blue light is coming down and is directly entering through the dark blue latifa in the forehead area between the eyes. And as we breathe out with our mouth, this light is going through our brain, is washing away all the distractions, all the questions, and is exiting from the back of the head. Bismillah. Allah is with me. Allah is seeing me. Allah is hearing me. The beautiful name of Allah has become white, very pure, pristine, white in color. And as we breathe in with our nose, this white light is coming down and is entering through the white latifa on top of our head, the crown latifa. And as we breathe out, the light then leaves from the back of the white latifa on top of our head. Bismillah. keep breathing in, breathing out, and the white name of Allah, and the light is continuously flowing. Now is going through the white latifa, penetrating again as before, all the way as we breathe in, and this light is now filling us up internally like a balloon. And as we breathe out, we're getting lighter and lighter. Breathing, the white light is filling us up, enlightening us like a balloon. And as we breathe out, we're feeling lighter and lighter. Slowly, I feel as though my body is disappearing. My legs have disappeared. My thighs have disappeared. It's switched off. My stomach and my chest disappeared and switched off, as though it doesn't exist now. My throat and my head is disappeared. My arms have disappeared. Only focusing on is breathing in the name of Allah. Now even the red latifa is disappeared, switched off. The orange latifa is switched off. The yellow latifa is switched off. The green latifa is disappeared and switched off. The light blue latifa is switched off, disappeared. The dark blue latifa has disappeared. And even the white has disappeared. Only I'm breathing and name of Allah is above me. Now in front of me we see a spiritual body in front of me. Just the outer feature is enough. A spiritual body in front of me. Now I'm slowly taking more breaths in and out, in and out, until I'm readying myself to take the golden breath, to take the final golden breath. So prepare yourself, energize yourself, take a 1 or 2 deep breaths in, deep breath out, and as soon as you're ready with the final breath, blow, take the final golden breath and transfer your spirit onto the spiritual body in front of you. Immediately we can see our teacher, our spiritual teacher, Sheikh Hazrat Sheikh Ahmed Dambagh. They're actually present in this hall, who are sat on my left hand side. For many of us, it is as though we're seeing him for the first time. We're looking at him with our mind, with our thoughts, with our image, and more we look, the real it gets. It gets more and more clearer and clearer. And it's as though we're slowly approaching him. It's as though for the first time, we were going to meet him and shake their hands and kiss their hands. So one by one, make yourself come forward. Greet them with the salam and express your feeling. What would you say if he's here? And this is the opportunity now, as he is our master and the spiritual parent's father who has given birth to the spiritual world. We're showing many of our brothers now one by one approaching, giving salam, seeing a beautiful smile on the teacher. And we are saying that O Hazrat, O Shaykh, I am weak, I am not capable, and I do not rely on myself. I rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as my Lord, but I also rely on you, the fellow human being, as my teacher to guide me, and I have full trust in you. Please help me. It's as though our spirit is yearning and expressing those thoughts to him. It's as though slowly and eventually everyone in the gathering have now transferred eventually. And although we might be adult in age, but in the spiritual world, we see ourselves like a little children of different ages, sat near and around as our teacher, Hazrat Sahib. He, as though some of you can recognize this, as I'm saying, that he has picked some of us up in their arms like a father picks up his child and is kissing our cheeks. Some brothers here can relate to this. Be in the state of thankfulness. Thank Allah that I have, in whatever level, I am here. And the teacher, Hazrat Ahmad al-Baghi, is saying that, oh my brothers, oh my children, I am so happy to see you. I may not be present with you physically, but no doubt my spiritual presence, and I am with you. I want to help you and facilitate in every step of the way in this journey. You will find me at any place or any moment as you wish. We like to be very approachable for anyone who seeks us. Some of us are actually holding the hand and as though spiritually giving bayah and doing tawbah on their hands, saying that all my life I have ruined and now I have taken seriously. I want to do tawbah in your blessed hand so that I make strong intention to change my life. Maybe I've lived my life for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I do not want to live that same life for the life to come until my departure in the real life. It's as though the ball of light has come from the heavens, struck us, the teacher and all of us, and instantly we ascended with the teacher in front of us, and we arrived in the blessed maqam of Sheikh Sayyidina Abdul Aziz al-Dabbagh in Fez, Morocco, our Grand Master, Grand Sheikh. As we approaching the blessed cemetery where he is residing, he is already outside. His both arms are wide open. He is so eager to meet us all. They are so eager to meet us all. It is a beautiful sunny day, just slightly mid-afternoon weather, very pleasant, soothing breeze hitting our face and our bodies, cooling ourselves. It's as though I feel as though I am there, we are there. It's as though this breeze is coming from the Jannah, from the paradise, from the heavens, and is satiating our hunger and our thirst. Slowly, one by one, with the teacher, we approach the holy being, the descendant of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Abdul Aziz al-Dabbagh, and we're giving our salam. Assalamu alayka ya Sayyidi Abdul Aziz al-Dabbagh. Assalamu alayka ya Sayyidi Abdul Aziz. Assalamu alaikum, Ya Sayyidi, Ya Abdul Aziz al-Dabbagh. Again, he is so happy. He's got a beautiful smile in his face and he's greeting all of us. Some of us can see his beautiful features. He's not of too tall, not too short. He is of a medium stature. He has a light green olive skin, which is enlightening, beautiful, shimmering of light coming out of his blessed face and skin. He has a beautiful beard, not too thick, yet not too thin. His eyebrows are very beautifully long and arched. And it's as though so much nur, so much light is emanating from this blessed face and is directly entering my face. And I'm feeling shameful that such a sinful person I am, and I'm receiving such a beautiful light. So we are expressing our love, we are expressing our weakness, and with embarrassment we are asking them, they're saying, "Oh Sayyidi, as our spiritual grandfather, grandmaster, and you are the beloved and the descendant of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, please make dua for us on our behalf, so that we are forgiven, we are blessed, and we are in the company of the pious and the righteous and the mashayikh, and to live our life in Allah's presence so that He is pleased." Shaykh Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabbagh says to the effect that those who have made such a dua, these duas are most comprehensive, that covers all the goodness of this world and of the hereafter. As Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also made dua that رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِينَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ, that he asked for the goodness of this world and of the hereafter, and to save us from punishment of the grave and the fire. So you have all asked beautiful dua, and we say Ameen to the dua, and we request and we beg and we beseech Allah that He fulfills all of your duas. So I'll give you a few moments now. You make dua to Allah in the presence of the mashayikh, whatever you wish to make dua to, whatever wish, whatever concern you have. And have the umeed, have hope that our duas will be accepted, especially in time of Asr in month of Ramadan, in this blessed spiritual gathering of Shaykh Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabbagh and Shaykh Sayyidina Ahmed Dabbagh. As we making dua, some can feel it, some can see that the other awliya mashayikh of Faiz have joined. Shaykh Sayyidina Ali bin al-Harazim, who was a great sheikh, he's also joined us from Faiz. Other shaykh also joined here, Shaykh Sayyidina Idris radiallahu anhu, rahimullah, he's also joined us. So we are meeting many of the awliya. Some of us we know, some of us we do not know. They are from the west, from Maghrib. So slowly we're concluding our dua, and it's as though such a blessing gathering. I do not want to leave this forever. I want to stay here forever. But the teacher and the Mashaykh said that, "Oh my children, do not worry. We are always with you. Now that you're learning the process, spiritually, you can be with us. And with this, we are parting company, and as though we're returning back again in the masjid here with our teacher, Sheikh Sayyidina Ahmed Dabbagh. And such a beautiful, peaceful feeling. And slowly, we're giving our final salam to Sheikh Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabbagh. We are slowly returning back to our bodies and back to the masjid here. But alhamdulillah, our teacher Sheikh Ahmed Dabbagh are still with us. They're still blessing us, especially for those who have come for the first time as well. He's sat next to me. So inshallah, slowly with me, recite Durood Sharif, salam, and then we can open our eyes. Assalamu alayk, ayyuhan nabiyyu. Assalamu alayk, ayyuhan nabiyyu. Assalamu alayk, ayyuhan nabiyyu. ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. MashaAllah. Now you can slowly open your eyes and relax, inshallah. MashaAllah. Subhanaka Allahumma hamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. So you can relax and you can just move your muscles to relax, inshallah, as well. MashaAllah. Husnain, if you just grab hold of the mic, the portable, cordless one. And we've had a feedback already for brothers who participated upstairs. We'll continue as well, but people from here, downstairs, ask Brother Wasim, inshallah, he'll you need to switch on. Brother Umar, just switch on the. Yes, thank you. So yeah, Asr time is shortly, alhamdulillah. Well, we have 10 minutes or so, inshallah. So yeah, brother, because of your first time, just mention your name so we know who you are and where you're from as well, please.
Brother Hassan from Bolton.
Hassan.
MashaAllah. Nothing really happened for me.
Okay.
I went through the motions, done everything, but I didn't feel anything.
Before you deciding for yourself, that's fine. It's first time ever you've done it, which is fine, understandable. Just tell us, because this happens again and again, tell us each step as I was guiding you, were you able to follow this and were you able to connect to this? Simple as that.
Yes.
Okay. So now you explain whatever you remember, how did that go?
Well, as we went through the steps that you took us through, I followed them steps. So through all the colours, through all the colours. And
so you managed to follow all the colours?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, carry on.
And then, but then when you said that Hazrat Saab's in the room...
After transfer, you mean?
After transfer.
Yeah, yeah.
I I didn't. Well, I might have transferred, but I didn't feel that. I
Okay,
transferred.
that's fine. Okay. And then when you transferred, did you see the teacher, Hadrat Sahib?
No,
Okay. When I said it, they sat next to me on my left.
no.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's the first time, you've done it, so it's understandable. But so next time you sit after us, there'll be another session. I want you to simply follow. Because what happens is, initially, it's for the first time, it's for example, like a child who learns to write, and for the first time you give him a pen, and you even hold the pen for him, and say, just do whatever you want. And he goes, I can't write my name. And I said, no, just move your hand around, doesn't matter if you can write your name or not. That will come. But in his eyes, he thinks it's not possible. It's impossible for him. Because he thinks, I can't even hold the pen properly. How can I going to write in any meaningful way? So, mashallah, that's the first thing you've done. Now that you know what to do in terms of, practically, next session after Asr, you just follow through that, inshallah. Don't worry about all leave it like if you see the presentation, the ustad and the teacher's role is, they got 10 roles, to help a person, a seeker, to experience. And the role of the seeker is only that you follow. Now that you've got that under your belt, so to speak, next time you just follow and then see what happens, inshallah. The next person, the brother next to you, I think he's putting hand up. You mentioned your name, brother, so that we know.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
My name's Imran.
You're from?
Great Howard, near Blackburn.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, as we were going through our lataifs and stuff, before we finished our lataifs, I've seen Hazrat Sahib maybe 2-3 times, but
MashaAllah.
I tried to carry over my lataifs and stuff. Anyway, alhamdulillah, once I'd
Transferred.
I seen Hazrat Sahib in front of me in Medina Sharif.
So where were you? Did you just say something I heard?
Once I'd transferred,
Mm-hmm.
I seen Hazrat Sahib right in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was like I was in Medina Sharif.
Medina Sharif, acha.
Medina Sharif.
Mm-hmm. MashaAllah.
Anyway, we could see the masjid there and stuff. Anyway, after that, I kind of went to
Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah.
To Sayyidina Ahmad Dabag's.
Mm-hmm. Abdulaziz Dabbagh, his name.
Abdul Aziz Dabag's shrine.
Yeah.
And after that, I ended up going, alhamdulillah, I ended up towards the Prophet ﷺ's Rosai Park, where they had the
mashallah.
golden grills on and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that kind of thing, really.
So alhamdulillah, like in our journey we did it collectively. We just went to fairs and met the teacher and the awliyas there, and our grand teacher, well as our teacher. We didn't go any further. But yourself, because now you began the journey, you've done one upstairs already, you automatically saw yourself with the other stuff. You're not intending. The good thing is you're not planned, it happened naturally. So alhamdulillah, you have progressed and seen some of the beautiful scenes of Jali Mubarak in Medina Sharif and so on. So mashallah, Mubarak, mashallah, because I know in the past you had struggle. Like the brother is saying, you are exactly the same. Is that correct? Like brother saying, I can't see and follow this brother.
Yes, I was.
Yeah. So now that because you practice a bit more, you become a bit more used to. So gives the hostel, gives the encouragement to the brother who's saying that, it's not going to happen, it will happen. It's just a matter of now, inshallah, doing it and trusting in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the teacher, inshallah. So, mashallah, Mubarak, congratulations. I think spiritually you have experience. The answer is to you now. You know what the answer is.
Yeah.
You don't do it, let it go. Come back next year, you say, I'm still struggling. If you now do it more regularly, learn the adab, how to do it properly, then next year, you'll be teaching us, inshallah. Inshallah. The person here, yes, brother. Sorry, what's your name? Yes, from Accrington, is it? Wasi. Acha, mashallah. Ji, you want to mention anything?
I just kind of I felt it, not really seen it, if you know what I mean.
So tell me, what did you feel? It's important to hear that, inshallah.
Like I was following the steps and I don't know how to explain it. I was following the steps, but I was kind of lost, but I could see something was there, if you know what I mean.
Well, can you describe what you saw?
I can't explain.
Okay. No, is there shape, size, color?
I don't
person?
know, to be honest, it was like someone, but I couldn't really explain what it
Okay.
was.
So you saw a
Yeah.
figure, but you didn't know who
Yeah.
it was.
I don't know what it was.
So you managed to go to all the colors,
Yeah,
each one, and
Yeah.
did you manage to spiritually transfer?
I think so.
Okay. So Alhamdulillah, this indication tells me that, like when let's say, you must have seen on YouTube, like, someone who was blind at birth, and what they do is when they open their eyes become the people of the eye become dilated. They're like looking around, trying to make sense of it all, because they've never seen an image in their life before. So nothing they see, for example, this AC or on this mic, you won't understand what that says. For him, it's like a big blob of light, for example, if you can imagine that. So likewise, spiritually, this is exactly what's happened to you at this moment. Because is this your first time? First time. So you have traveled, but because we may be at a child, spiritually child, so you cannot make out what's happening. You think you saw a figure. So imagine going back to when we were born first time. And first thing we saw maybe our mother's face when we were born, or the people who helped. But we didn't make out what it was, or who it was, or what it is even. We just saw some kind of figure. We didn't make sense to us. So likewise, spiritually, this has happened. So that's a strong indicator, mashallah, that you have potential. You have seen, a glimpse of, if you work on it, then it'll become stronger, inshallah. Mashallah. Take brother Zahid. You want to say anything? Okay, brother Irfan. There's a mic. You want to say there's a mic behind you? Okay, that's fine. Brother Nasir. Okay. Dr. Sam? Okay. So I want to just to explore that. Were you able to follow, or were you too tired?
I can't distinguish the colours. I'm just struggling.
I think your part is, I want to make it even more simpler for yourself. I think it's you're naturally a very inquisitive person, and which is a good thing, and you want to be able to understand, fully grasp something before you're able to say yes, I'm confident. But like yourselves know, mashallah, mashallah, you're very, very, educated, well-educated person. Is that sometimes when you start a new journey or a new field, many questions comes about, and there's a slight, frustration as well. Oh, I don't really understand. What am I doing here? First time you go to a lab.
It's not that, Doctor. I've been following everything that you've been saying so far. I'm just even struggling to see the name of Allah.
Okay.
Above my head.
That's something, inshallah, if you maybe want to start practice, that's not going to be a hard thing. I think what I'm trying to say just before then is that we sense there's some kind of a mental blockage there, because for you not to see is not an impossible thing. So I think it's a matter of having a certain no. I'm trying to say is that a certain mind frame. That's what's not happening. So I'm referring to that as mental blockage. I'm not saying you have mental blockage. I'm saying in a certain mind frame where your mind cannot figure out.
Yeah, I can't seem to adjust that. That's what it is. I mean, even the name of Allah, and then obviously following the colours.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Were you able to at least then follow in words? Like,
Yes.
yeah, good. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. And then if can you able to describe in words, how did you feel? I'm not talking about obviously colors, but in terms of words, did you able to follow like what's happening, this step, this step, this step, this step?
Yes, I follow all that. Yeah,
And in words, were you able to transfer, so to speak?
see, this is another thing to envisage another meaning being in front of me. I struggle there.
And then when we transferred and we saw spiritually, we met our teacher and all this is happening, you again able to follow in words.
I think I imagined the Sheikh, but that was compelling myself to force myself into it.
Just so that the whole system and whole of our psyche gets used to it, I want you to utilize that to your advantage, not to sideline it, or it's just my thing, because spiritually what happens is, the thoughts and the thinking process, it is actually at the action of the spirit, but at, let's say, very much at a diluted level. Very much at, you could say, if a spirit has a power of 100, the thought is only maybe 0.5 or 0.01. So, but it is part of it. We cannot say, no, this is something else, completely disregard it. But what I'm saying is, as the Ustaz Siraj explained, as once you can utilize that and say, no, look, I'm getting used to the whole process as a system in my psyche, then you can slowly progress further.
See, the image of the Sheikh was something that Brother Siraj showed us
On the pictures.
screen.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, no, that's the whole purpose why they're like what they call it, assigning like you could say milestone, so that signposting it, so that the physical body is initially getting used to the process. Number one, because that's what needs to happen. If that's not happening, then the next phase is becomes difficult. So when I said a mental blockage, I was referring to all these aspects, not necessarily like you don't think. Is the fact that you now need to allow yourself to utilize the means. Because remember, everything is really a means through which blessing comes.
absolutely, yeah.
And I want you to utilize that means of the pushing yourself with the imagination. And secondly, let yourself go. Say that I have no expectation anyway. So why not let's
No, I don't have any expectation.
no. I agree. No, I agree. But what I'm saying is that because you're not expecting, you're almost afraid what you're gonna expect to what you're gonna receive. I'm saying that do not be afraid as well.
Oh, I'm not afraid,
No, not afraid of sense that you're worried what's going to happen. What I'm going to say, afraid in the sense that it's almost that afraid of failure. That why if I don't achieve anything?
I have no inhibition whatsoever, no.
Okay,
So,
good.
I'm just following what's
Yeah. So I think the good thing is that you said like you almost tried to imagine with the imagination thought. Like I explained that this is a small fraction of the action of the spirit, and I want you to manipulate or utilize that to your advantage. That's all I'm saying for now. After Asr, we're going to practice that, and I want you to follow that, inshallah. Okay. All right. Jazakallah. I think namazis are here. Please just do adhan, and then namaz will begin straight after, inshallah. Professor will come to you next time, inshallah, as well.